I'll share with you the experience. So I'm teaching Jewish culture and Hebrew, and this year preparing the students for their March of Living, the March of Living group. And we won 2 years ago the prize of Centropa under the artistic model. Oh, great. Okay. So, actually, this project started as a research project, when it was very important for me, and I'm connecting to what Nina said regarding the students writing and researching, that it will not be only a project like a painting or something superficial, that it will be something that they're working on, they research on, they are connected to. So, yeah, we started with the students presenting their own culture. So it's not only us coming and talking about the Jewish culture, but what is culture anyway? And they presented their own culture. So this is regarding the Romanian culture. And we can jump. Yeah, we did dancing, we did a lot, and some Israeli culture through pictures. Yeah, okay. So this is important for me. So I wanted to develop their 21st century skills, meaning to research themselves and to connect through the need to know, to have a driving question, to work on something that is very interesting from them, that is really driving their motivation. That was really nice, because we started with because most of them were new at school, and some of them actually didn't know enough about Jewish culture in order to write a research, what to choose. We started making a piazza of Jewish culture, Israel culture. Each one had to make a very small research and present it, and through this piazza, students could choose other subjects that they saw and were exposed to, so they could know something about it before they choose. Yeah, so actually, these are the processes we've been through, like drawing a mind map, and finally thinking about a creative product. Drawing a mind map and thinking about the subject, developing it. Yeah, these are the mind maps, we show them. And the steps. How will the final product look like? There was a lot of peer group work. It was very important for me that it will be an active study, that the students will work as a community of learners, that it will be a student-led lesson, and actually through the lesson they would sometimes work. At the lesson itself they would break into peer groups and work on their subject. And of course they needed to have also a creative product, not only the work itself. These are some quotes from what students wrote in the end. About how they felt. Yeah, we can have a fast track on that one, because it's too much. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to show you, maybe we'll start with the work itself. Can we do a pause? How the work looked actually before we arrived to the actual artwork. So the work was built from actually 5 chapters. It was introduction, it was the summary in the end, and 3 chapters. Each chapter had to be written by 3 sources, different sources. And what I asked them to do, it was tough, I must say, but they were supposed to write in their own words, to integrate the sources and write in their own words. And each chapter to finish with how they connect to what they wrote. What does it make me feel? Some kind of reflection. It was very hard to stop there, you know, they wanted to copy paste, and this is something I didn't want at all. So they had to, yeah, to show that they use the resources. So that just a very quick look on the work itself, like the introduction, the first chapter. We see and then they had to put the sources, chapter 2. So that work, for example, is about Ronald Lauder, the work that those students actually won the prize. And then it was very moving to see how they related, how it made them feel. One thing I forgot to say, they also had to do something outside of school to integrate in the community. For example, those girls, they went to Ciorberia in the Jewish Community Center, and it was a big festival of soups in the Jewish Community Center. So they had also a narrated presentation, and this is the narrated presentation of the students, Alexandra and Cesara, that made this work. And we can see a little bit of that.
To talk about Ronald Lauder and his family. We started our journey thinking that we want to talk about a person that works or has worked in beauty and a business person. So that's how we reached Ronald Lauder and his family.
His involvement in so many domains, from business to politics and even art, made us choose him. He was involved in many projects regarding Jewish life in Romania, and he has founded ProTV, one of the most watched television posts in our country. But the main reason why we wanted to research his life was his involvement in the Jewish education and his help towards our high school. Without his hard work and commitment to improve education around the world, we wouldn't have been here.
I will be talking about Esther Lauder, his mother. She is a very important part of his life as she is the woman that formed him. She had a very important influence while she was little. Her uncle, John Schott, that was a chemist and taught her how to make certain creams. She had started her business selling creams on the beach to several women. She has implemented famous marketing strategies such as giving gifts when buying a certain amount of product. She is the mother of both Ronald and his brother Leonard. I think that she is a big influence for all of us as she had a wish to become seen by the big public, and she has
We'll jump a bit to the end just to hear how they feel about it. That's about Auschwitz.
This year, there has been 75 years since the liberation of Auschwitz, and Ronald Lauder was there to commemorate, along with other Jews, the atrocities that